Hey, would you be blown away to know that if you wanted to buy the average house in January 2022 versus the average house in Salt Lake in March 2022, your personal income was going to have gone up $2,100 a month just to be able to afford the exact same house? Would you believe me? Watch this video, I'll explain why. Hey y'all, okay, Jon Eborn, Signature Real Estate. How you doing? I got a little bit of a cold today, so sorry about that. But listen, I get this question once in a while, not every day, but quite a bit. There's one of the reasons people are wondering what's happened in the marketplace and why things are starting to settle just a little bit. One of the main reasons for that, I alluded to this in a previous video last week, is that an entire segment of the home buying economy has been priced or moved completely out of the ability to buy a home. First-time home buyers account for, a quarter or a third or sometimes more percentage of home purchases. And with 20 some odd percent appreciation last year and rates going from 3 to 5.5% from just this year in the last 4 or 5 months, it's moved the ability for somebody to buy their home completely out of the marketplace right now. And that's going to affect, if there are fewer buyers in the marketplace, that's going to affect the prices a little bit, right? That's going to affect the days on the market. That's going to affect the saleability of it by and large in some housing segments. It's not the same for $2, $3, $4, $5 million homes. Obviously, first-time home buyers buying homes that are in the $2, $3, $4, $5 million range. But if you're in the medium price range or lower, if you're in the 455, 600, 650, 700, it's for sure going to affect your ability to sell the home at the maximum price you want. So you got to be even more diligent and more careful and aligned and aware in your pricing strategy to make sure that you eliminate the competition when you go to put that house in the market. Let me explain a couple of things really quickly so you understand what I'm talking about. Because we all talk about, interest rates have gone up and house prices have gone up, and that makes it harder to buy a home. But let's talk about some specifics so you really understand. We're in a market, we have been for as long as I've been in this business, since the 80s, that people buy based on payment. They don't buy based on price. They buy based on how much monthly payment they can afford, right? This is a bank-run business. So if you were buying an average home right now in, let's call it a $600,000 home in Salt Lake County, which is the median price, or a little tiny bit less than the median price, and if you were going to buy that home in January, actually, at a nearly 3% interest rate, your payment would have been just about $2,900. Call it $2,899, including taxes, insurance, and mortgage insurance. Because we're talking about a 3% down loan here, right? So $18,000 down, $600,000 house, your payment's $2,900 a month. To make that payment, if you have no other debt, if you have no credit card debt, no car debt, no school loan debt, no taxes, nothing that you owe anything on, and your debt to income ratio is only based on your house, then you would only need to make around $6,700, $6,800 to be able to afford that payment, right? Net, after tax, all that kind of stuff, the way that the banks look at those loans. So the bottom line is, if you make $6,800 in January, you can afford the median priced home, $6,800 a month. You can afford the median priced home if you want to pay a $2,900 payment. Fast forward 5 months now. We're now in the second week of May. So fast forward just a little bit, and rates are now 5 and some change, about 5.5% right now. In fact, 5.27% is what I'm looking at. If you look at that same home, forget a little bit of appreciation, because we've had 5, 6, 7, 8, 9% appreciation already this year, if you can believe that. But just forget that. Let's talk about the exact same home. $600,000 in January, your payment's $2,900. $600,000 in the second week of May, with interest rates having gone up, you're now at about $3,805 in mortgage payment. That payment has gone up about $900 a month for the exact same home, and we're only talking about 4 or 5 months away. So think about that for just a second. The average person that was making $6,700 a month and has no other debt and is comfortable with a $2,900 house payment, now, just a few months later, has to earn $8,848, $8,500 a month to be able to buy the exact same house, and now their payment's $3,805, $900 more. People don't just have a random $900 to dispose of and throw away into the same house. That's one of the reasons why the marketplace has started to just taper a little bit in those house prices. Again, Not in that $4, $5, $6, $7 million house price, $2, $3 million house price. Those aren't first-time home buyers. But if you're in a median price range or a little bit lower, a little bit more, meaning 455, 556, 657, if that's the price range you're in, well, this is significantly affecting your ability to sell the house at maximum market value with maximum offer, which means that's even more reasons why you need to be super diligent, aware, and aligned in your pricing strategy to get it on the market, develop a ton of momentum, and push all the rest of the competition away from you. Make your home the de facto, gotta have this property that every buyer is fighting for. That's what you have to do in order to succeed in this marketplace. So that's a pricing strategy. You have to recognize that there are fewer people that are buying homes in that price range, which if there are fewer homes, fewer buyers, then there's going to be fewer showings. If there are fewer showings, there are going to be fewer offers. Fewer offers is likely going to result in a slightly softer sales price. Unless you do it right, unless you really know how to market, unless you really put the property on the market with the right pricing strategy, the right marketing plan, the house is in great showing condition, and you're marketing it to the right segment of the economy. But just keep that in mind for a minute. If you want to know why the market has slowed just a little bit, and this is super intentional by our government, right? They raise interest rates because so that the average person buying a home today that didn't buy in January is going to spend $900 more per month. Even if they wanted to do that, most people can't. Because even though house prices have gone up from, payment prices have gone up from $29 to $3,800 in the last few months, people's income haven't averaged a $2,000 increase, a 20% increase in their 25% increase in their income in the last few months. All that means to you is this: if you're in that price bracket, if you're in a price bracket where you would be competing for normal first-time new home buyers, you just have to be super aware of your pricing strategy, super aware of your marketing strategy. You have to be working with an agent who's aggressive and knows what they're doing and can market directly to that marketplace. If you're in a $2, $3, $4, $5 million market, it doesn't make that much difference. You're going to be fine. You're going to be dealing with people that are moving up. They're getting jumbo loans. Jumbo loans are requiring 20, 30% down. Interest rates are hefty still, but typically people are buying the homes that they can afford based on price, not based on payment. It's the lower price brackets and the first-time home buyers that are really payment driven. So I just want you to keep that in mind. Interest rates going up 2 points in the last 4 or 5 months have had a significant impact on the average person's ability to sell the average home. So if you're going to be in that marketplace, make sure you're working with a solid agent who knows what they're doing and can work around that pricing strategy. Okay, that's just a quick little note on what's going on in the market right now. If you have any questions, obviously you can call me. You can hit that subscribe button. You can hit that little bell to know when I put out new videos, which I do several times a week. Love it if you hit like so that I can get this content in as many people's hands as I possibly can. And hopefully this is valuable to you. If you have anything else you want to learn or want me to talk about, I'm here. I've been doing this for 35 some odd years in one way or another as an agent, broker, investor, coach, consultant, myriad of roles. So if you need some help or have some questions, I'm here for you. Just feel free to shoot a DM to me or call or text or send smoke signals or, I'm just kidding. Send whatever you got to do to get in touch. Get in touch. I'd love to help you. Drama-free, no obligation, and no pressure. Okay? Thanks a lot for listening. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.